the guys here are enjoying supplement. I get it through the breeder. It's not that expensive considering it's just like oatmeal flakes and stuff. It's really light. I think it's like $4 for, I'm gonna say it's 100 grams. I'm gonna guess. I'm not sure. I don't know how much she gave me. I think the one she gave me, I don't think I bought it. I could be wrong, but I think she sent it to me as a sample, and it was humongous, and I'm still using it. I'm almost out. I would say I have about 8 more servings. Servings like for the pair of them. I only give it to them about once every maybe 2 weeks, if I remember. The reason is because they're always so full of treats already. I usually don't give it to them. Usually they get dried apple rings, not the whole thing, but that, and they get a shredded wheat, the stuff down there. So what I do is I take one of those shredded wheats and then I carefully break it apart, or I find ones that are already broken into different layers, and then I break the layers into 4 pieces, so it's much smaller quantity, and then I basically share it, 1 piece of the shredded wheat with all of them, so they get about 1 shredded wheat between 2 of them, and then they get about a teaspoon worth of the supplement, and I just mix it together. So yeah, that will stay there till tonight. I don't leave it in the cage overnight because they get too excited at night and they just jump into the dish. They can exactly sit in that dish and then they poop in there. And of course when they get startled they flip the dish, and that's ceramic, and I don't really want flippable ceramics in the cage. As you can see, I have ceramics in the cage, but that one's not flippable. They can't flip that. They've kicked it, but they've never actually moved it very much. Whereas this one is light enough that if they stood on the edges of it, they would flip it. So, well, then it would break when it comes down with gravity. So yeah. Nala's right there. Oh, I do have something to tell you guys, in case I didn't make it in my previous video. I haven't uploaded yet, but this morning Nala was sitting upstairs where the cutout is. She's watching me from above while I was cleaning the cage. There was hardly any hay left, maybe just a little pinch or two. So I swept it really fast and then I vacuumed it, and she's not too fond of the vacuum. She's not afraid of it. She just doesn't like it coming too close to her. It could be the sound, because I've actually had it where I held it towards her and she wasn't actually scared of it. But she doesn't really like the sound, I think. So she usually waits upstairs and she gets out of my way. So today I was vacuuming and she was upstairs watching. And usually she's upstairs sleeping, like way up there. So she was sitting there watching, and I finished vacuuming. And the moment the vacuum cleaner got turned off, she hopped down onto that ledge in the back. And she waited and waited until I filled that box right there with hay. And the moment I put it in the cage, she came down. Usually she's not the first one to get the hay. Speedo is usually the one sitting there watching me vacuum this whole thing, waiting for the hay. Sometimes he'll even sit beside this container waiting for me to fill it. He has a really interesting attitude. He sits there and he stares at me expectantly, like, you know, to expect me to figure out what he wants. I've noticed that with him. He will sit beside something if he wants something. Like when I forgot to take the ramp. I locked the ramp so he couldn't come downstairs when I was cleaning, and I forgot to take it off, and he wanted to come downstairs because I put the hay down and I forgot to open it, and he would sit there, and if I didn't figure it out enough, he would take a leap up and over and then jump and bounce on the ramp that was locked. It would make a thud. He seems to know how to tell me things. I mean, I think that's pretty smart for a chin. So anyway, yeah, she was waiting and waiting for me, and then she was the first one. Nala's never been the first one to get hay, so I guess this new hay, she really likes it. Speedo was right behind her, though. So, I guess it's a good hay. At the way I see it, the rate I'm using the hay, this could very well last me more than 4 months. Because I'm only taking a tiny bit, and I haven't made a dent in this bag yet. Usually I would go through a good fistful right now I'm only going through about this much pinched, so it's not very much. I'm thinking this will last me about 4 to 6 months. So I'll see. I mean, I do have it on my app for my iPhone, so I do know when I got the hay, so I'll see. I'm interested to know. Right now it's $80 for 4 bags and then 10 pounds of hay cubes, so I want to know how long it will last me. It would be nice if it lasted me 5 to 6 months. But it's not very expensive. It comes out to about $20 a month right now if it lasts us 4 months. Okay, guys.